Gulf of Mexico, BP was drilling in unknown territory, more than 5,000 feet of water in an area with unknown geology. They took the risk. It turned out to be a bad choice. In Santa Barbara, we're not drilling in mile deep water. We're working in known territory, known geology, in shallow waters. So there's no comparison when it comes to risk involved.
One of the ships my company built, a well intervention vessel called the Q4000, was the command vessel in the Gulf that performed the top kill operation and plugged the well. Having said that, not knowing what ultimately will be determined as the cause of the blowout, I can tell you what we do know for sure. The problem lies between three functions: the equipment, the process that deploys the equipment, and the people that deploy the entire process. An excellent example was in the Gulf of Mexico, Hurricanes Rita and Katrina. Those storms destroyed 400 platforms, over 1,000 miles of pipeline, and yet because of the fail-safe procedures, there was not a significant oil spill at all. I know firsthand the incredible technological developments in the oil and gas industry. But as we all know, accidents happen. A good analogy is the aircraft industry. No matter how much money Boeing or Airbus puts into the building of their airplanes, no matter how much money is put into the safety process, procedures, and regulatory review of the process, and no matter how much money is put into training pilots, we still have catastrophic crashes with a loss of life. But that hasn't stopped the world from flying. Yet we stopped all further drilling offshore California as a result of the '69 blowout and enacted a moratorium in the Gulf of Mexico after the BP incident. With these two events, energy development in our country has been significantly limited. Other significant oil fields off the coast of Norway, the United Kingdom, and Brazil have also each had a major spill or production incident during this period. Yet those countries, all recognized for their concern for the environment, have not implemented moratoriums. They fully understand and appreciate that developing their offshore energy fields is essential to their economies and the well-being of their citizens. No industry is perfect, and oil production is no different. But when you consider the tens of thousands of wells that have been drilled safely off our coast, with only 2 major incidents in 40 years, the United States has accomplished a notable safety record, and it deserves to be recognized.
For many years, I also inspected those offshore drilling rigs and onshore drilling rigs for safety. And in those days, even though California was way ahead of others in oil field safety, that was not true nationally or internationally. And many of the things that we developed here in California were adapted to offshore and international locations.
So my understanding is there's only been about 850 barrels of oil spilled since the 1969 spill off the coast of California.
Yes, it's been amazing. A lot of through the advanced technology, and not only that, the responsibility of the people doing the work. They take it very seriously.
So there's a 40-year track record off the coast of California of safety in offshore oil production.
Yes.
Not only is it good regulation to ensure that there are safety measures in place, and constant safety improvement, because of course it's a process, and it's a process of learning what works and what doesn't. Not only does it benefit the environment, it's a process where there's been public input into these regulations. There's public input into every project that happens. And so those comments are required under law to be taken into account. So it is regulated and it is reviewed and it is improved on a continuing basis. Not only is it good for the environment, it's good business.